Hey cool people, I'm Nick, I'm a he, him, and I'm Argay. Nick, think fast! What? Argay, what the hell?
Welcome to the inside of your video.
What? Argay, let me out of here.
Relax, nerd. I'll show you how to get out. But first, let's talk about Halloween Town.
You really did all this just to be in the video, didn't you?
Yep.
Do you want to do the intro?
You mean it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, cool people. I'm Argay. I'm a they, them. Today, we're inside the video. We're playing Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix and collecting every item, puzzle piece, reward, chest, and map in Halloween Town. Be sure to click the subscribe button to see more of me. You know you want to. Now let's open a mysterious door in the woods and fall into this video. I chime in with haven't you people ever heard of closing the dang tree door, no?
When we land in Halloween Town, we'll spawn in the graveyard, then go to our right and grab the Mithril Shard chest sitting by the cross gravestone. We'll then move across to the Curly Hill Gate, where Serenity Gem chest resides just to the right of it. We'll then head into Town Square, where Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, will join our party. Next, we'll spawn into Dr. Finkelstein's lab, and we can open the Halloween Town map chest seated to the left of his desk. Let's exit out to the town square, and we'll have a scripted Heartless battle, during which we can scoop up the Mithril Stone chest next to those gate doors that swing open. We can collect the Duality puzzle piece above the grates by letting the water pressure blast us up to it. And there's also an Energy Shard chest seated directly next to the guillotine.
Eat the rich!
I used Genie to finish off the Heartless, but there's unfortunately no reward. Let's make our way back to the graveyard, then onward to the hinterlands, where there will be an AP boost chest in the southeast corner. A Duality puzzle piece at the southernmost point, behind the Christmas tree door. Then a Mithril Stone chest just west of the Christmas tree door. And lastly, we'll rush northwards. On the left side of the room entrance, there is a Lightning Shard chest. Now let's pop into Yuletide Hill.
The fuck? The fuck? The fuck is in the air?
In Yuletide Hill, there's a daylight puzzle piece hidden behind the pumpkin door tree. Then we'll sprint to Candy Cane Lane, where we'll have another scripted Heartless fight. And yes, there's chests here too. So, to the right of the merry-go-round, if you're facing Santa's house, we'll see on the slightly elevated roof things is a Mega Potion chest. Then there's another chest containing a Mithril Gem sitting on the other set of elevated roof thingies, but it's left of the entrance to the Yuletide Hill if you're facing towards the merry-go-round. There's a Lightning Stone chest that's... Oh! Okay, Goofy. Great job. The Lightning Stone chest is left of the merry-go-round by the big green double doors. So no rewards for beating that fight. Thanks, Nomura. And last, there's a Mithril Stone chest right by the door to Santa's house. Inside Santa's house, we can find an AP boost chest, this daylight puzzle piece that's floating in the corner, then a Christmas Town map, which completes all of the chests in Halloween Town. We've got more puzzle pieces to grab, but feel free to leave a like if this helps so far.
Do it.
Okay, buddy, let's put the knife away. Great. Thank you. Oh, also there's a Frontier puzzle piece in the southeast corner of Santa's house on top of a dresser. Now when we head into the toy factory, we'll be kicked out after the cutscene, and have to make our way from Candy Cane Lane to Yuletide Hill, to the Hinterlands, to the graveyard, and last to Curly Hill. And then we'll have an encounter with Salad Fingers' big brother.
I like rusty spoons.
So there is a puzzle piece in here, but don't worry about it now. We can grab it immediately after this fight. So, we'll beat...
I want to say the thing!
Yeah, okay, you can chime in anytime, Argay.
For beating the Chain Chomp's estranged cousin, Sora acquires Flash Step, Donald attains Hyper Healing, and Goofy and Jack achieve HP boosts.
When we spawn in the graveyard, we can immediately go back into Curly Hill, because now we can be knocked up, not like that, knocked up to the Sunset puzzle piece by the big wind attack of the Emerald Blues. Now let's make our way back to the graveyard, beyond the Hinterlands, over Yuletide Hill, past Candy Cane Lane, through Santa's house, and into the Toy Factory, where the Oogie Boogie boss fight will commence. It's not overly difficult, but as a pro tip, Jump through the entryways at the front of the conveyor belts anytime a Heartless bag shows up, because it allows you to avoid the Heartless and often tends to despawn them too.
I hope you like the boogie gift I picked out for you!
Thank God I'm not on YouTube, kids. For our victory, Sora gains an item slot, Donald and Jack get an HP boost, and Goofy grabs the Once More ability. Finally, we'll gather the magnet element.
Boo! Bad pun! Boo!
All my puns are great, Argay. Shut up. Now, let's real quick re-land in Halloween Town, specifically Santa's house, then head into the toy factory, as we can use the skateboard to grab the daylight puzzle piece that's positioned above the entrance. Then we can hop over to the east wall and grab the sunset puzzle piece hovering above the brick platform. Alright, let's quickly go over the rewards that come from the...
Did you know Nick has a Patreon? If you donate $1 a month, you can directly message him and call him a stinky booby baby.
What are you whispering about?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. After we land for our second visit, we'll appear in Santa's house. Then we'll enter the toy factory and make our way up to the wrapping room to have a mini-boss fight with Lock, Shock, and Barrel. All we have to do is drop them to 1 HP, then capture them in a box in order to progress. When those precocious pranksters are properly packaged, Sora collects an item slot, Donald and Jack come by an HP boost, and Goofy accumulates the auto-change ability. We'll then spawn in Santa's house and make our way out to Candy Cane Lane, where... Oh, yeah, the bulky vendor, okay.
Did you know spinning the merry-go-round causes the bulky vendors to respawn?
That's a good tip, Argay, that's right.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not... Let's just head on to the Yuletide Hill, and then the Hinterlands, then the Graveyard, and into Halloween Town Square, where another scripted event will occur. We gotta collect the 4 presents from the Heartless. I like Chicken Little for this, because his gravity cast is busted, and the presents are our reward for victory. Then, oh, thank you developers. We'll spawn back in Santa's house, and we'll pass through the toy factory up to the wrapping room, where we can talk to the elf to start the wrapping minigame. My tips: spam the presents, don't worry about running out, just press the triangle prompt when it shows up, focus, Lock, Shock, and Barrel, but otherwise, just spam. For doing that, we'll obtain decoy presents, then, when we're ready, we can talk to Santa to begin the boss fight against Dr. Finkelstein's experiment. I don't have a ton of tips for this boss, so I'll link up in the corner the eventual walkthrough of it. But for now, do your best and use triangle prompts to stay alive, particularly kick-springing the body into the face. Once the experiment is expedited from existence, Sora, Goofy, and Jack secure an HP boost, and Donald procures the Jackpot ability. We'll also receive the Decisive Pumpkin, Keyblade, and a trophy for a finished Halloween Town.
Finished? Not a chance. Halloween Town has shown up in 5 out of the 11 Kingdom Hearts games. It's bound to be back again.
That's a good point. You might even say it will rise from the dead. Zombie back for more. Return from the grave.
Shut up! Special shout out to Andrew for suggesting this joke, not the pun part. That was Nick's stupid idea. So feel free to leave better zombie jokes in the comments below, so Nick can see how it's actually done. Moving on.
There's only a few missions and minigames to complete in Halloween Town. First, we're going to rush up to the wrapping room and talk to the elf there to do the present minigame again. It's the same idea as the first time, but now we gotta try to get 150 presents filled within the time limit. Generally, it's kind of the same tips as before. I spam as many toys as I can, only pressing triangle prompt when absolutely necessary, and I prioritize obliterating Lock, Shock, or Barrel whenever I see them. Also, bigger boxes give more points.
Your lord and do his bidding. Is that honorable?
Of course it is.
Even if that lord is an unimportant piece of shit.
Next up, we'll go into Christmas Tree Plaza, where we fought Dr. Finkelstein's experiment, and face Mushroom number 2. Basically, we just need a high MP Keyblade so that we can use Reflect and Guard, which will allow us to send the projectiles back to the Mushroom. Ethers are useful to keep your MP full, and we need a score of 80 for Jiminy's Journal. here are the rewards.
I swear, you are the most undisciplined fighter I've ever known.
For the last mission in Minigame, you're going to rush over to Yuletide Hill and talk to Locke, the Red Devil Kid, in order to skateboard in the toy factory.
You really like that joke, huh?
Don't judge me. So, we need 1,000 points for Jiminy's journal, and I like to use the loop of grind, handstand, jump, air spin, grind, handstand, jump. As you can see, I struggle a bit with it because triangle is not landing me on the grind, but this will get you over the 1,000 points. Okay, Argay, how do I get out of here? I can't edit this video from the inside.
Oh, yeah, here you go. You can enter and leave as you please now.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll be in and out of here. Now I can be in every one of your videos. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Important final thoughts. Happy Black History Month. The irony of doing a Tim Burton property during Black History Month is not lost on me. So I'll be linking this Crash Course playlist about Black History up in the corner. I think it's this side. It might be that side. You know where the cards are. I'll also be linking Black businesses, Black artists, and Black advocates down in the description. Otherwise, that's it for Halloween Town. Feel free to like and subscribe if this helped, and shout out to my patrons. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.